What is up, guys? I'm back on a very special video. As you guys can see in the title down below, this is actually a video about something pretty cool. I came up with a little bit of a topic just to have like a little bit of a fun, you know, kind of like a sneaker kind of style video. But guys, this is really about taking cars, like popular cars, and comparing them to shoes, or like seeing shoes in cars or seeing cars in shoes. Because a lot of what I really realized is that I've seen cars, and when I see a car, I'll be like, yo, that actually kind of looks like a shoe that I have. Or I'll see a shoe and I'll be like, yeah, that kind of actually looks like a car that I've seen. So really what I'm trying to do is bring those two together, make a little bit of a fun video so you guys can enjoy it and kind of see where we kind of have a balance, or a little bit of a both. So maybe, and yo, like I'm not surprised if I see some celebrities or stars or whatever it is, basketball players, all that have actually been like, it probably gets to that point where you're so rich where you actually take your shoe and try to think of like, yo, let me make sure my fit goes with my car. Like it probably gets to like that when you're pulling up to the club and stuff like that too. So without further ado, let's get into the video and let's start with a car, and then let's pretty much get a shoe to match it with. So guys, as you guys can see here, right here in this video, we actually have a wide body track hawk. So this is from Instagram kind of influencer, and his name's Zane. So he actually owns his own company, which is like Zane Motorsports, and he creates all these body parts and auto parts for all these types of cars. And he actually has his own collection, meaning obviously he has a successful business, so he owns a little bit of toys here. I know he has a Hellcat wide body Charger. He has a Trackhawk with over like 1,000 or 1,200 horsepower, which is the one in the picture, and then he also has a Hellcat Durango. But when I actually thought of this car, I thought of one shoe, and it is the Raging Bull. So if you guys let me know what you think in the comments down below, but this kind of resembles this car exactly. You guys can obviously see all the black going all around, which is like the black and red on the body of that car going with the black and red of this car. Then you have this nice black scheme on the bottom. He doesn't have any type of whites. He does have a like bronze style rims, but if you guys do see pretty much just the silhouette and kind of the way the black and the red goes in. And I'm thinking of the Raging Bulls. I'm thinking that this car is mean, you know, because it has like 1,200 horsepower. So that's what I'm thinking of, this shoe and that car. So I think they go hand in hand. Let me know what you guys think, and if you guys think this is a suitable fit to match that car. Alright guys, so next we're going to switch it up and have a little bit of fun. We're going to go into the more expensive vehicles in terms of European performance and stuff like that. So you guys do know, and you guys obviously know what a G-Wagon is. And a G-Wagon is a pretty much an all-terrain SUV that is very luxurious, has like a boxy shape to it, and these can go anywhere from like 150k up, I believe even more than that, like 200k up. You get into the Brabus, and then when you're talking Brabus, you're talking 600, 500, you know, 400k. But a typical G-Wagon goes for about like 200, 250k, maybe a little bit more when you get into the limited editions. But we have a gray kind of like a gray steel matte almost colorway on the side right here of a Mercedes-Benz G-Wagon. And when I think of this car, I obviously think of like, you know, some dope boys, or I think of like, you know, some international exchange students, or you know, I think of like so many different types of like walks of life. You got some entrepreneurs, all of that. But this is what I think of, because when I used to go to school and stuff, I see all the international students pull up in these G-Wagons. I see the dope boys pull up in the G-Wagons, and there's so many different types of people that rock these cars, of course. But that was kind of what came to my head. So you definitely have this shoe right here. Let me know if you guys think that this shoe matches with the actual vehicle. But this is an Air Jordan 1 Dior. And this shoe itself is like reselling for like 13,000, 14,000. So I already kind of like matched the price of a shoe with the car. When you're wearing a shoe and people are wearing a shoe that's $14,000, you got to be making $1 million a year. You're not spending no 14,000 on a shoe, even if you're making 100 grand. That's like almost a quarter of your salary in a way, more than a tenth of your salary. So these Diors I have actually seen on a lot of people. So shout outs to these Diors, shout outs to the Mercedes-Benz G-Wagon. I think this is a perfect complementary to that car, and if you hop in that whip and you have these type of shoes, it goes hand in hand, you know what I mean? So let's get into the third shoe. Alright guys, and going into the third shoe, we obviously have a Hellcat wide body Dodge Charger. And honestly, not even just a Hellcat, but in general, just Dodge Chargers in general. Whenever I see a Dodge Charger, it be in the GTA area up in Brampton, and I see all the mans rocking the Chargers. Or I see, you know, some dope boys as well too that be rocking Chargers. A lot of different people, but Chargers are typically the cars that look muscular. And if you are a part of the car community, you know there's so many different types of levels when it comes to a Charger. here. You got 392s, you got Scat Packs, you got Daytonas, you got RTs, GTs, you got, you know, the Hellcats, the Hellcat Red Eyes. There's so many different ways. Now they're coming out with a YOOO. There's so many different types of Chargers, but the base model Chargers are usually what all these people are driving around, you know, and they're still beautiful, beautiful cars. They look very muscular. They're very, very dope, good looking cars, so I don't blame anybody for copping them. But whenever I see this car, I think of this. I think of some nice Air Forces, but with a little bit of hype. So you got the Supreme right there. So you want to have a little bit of hype, you know, your cars, you know, you're moving around in that Dodge Charger big body, so you're having that clean white on white Air Force One, as you guys can see here, but you want to add a little bit of hype to it, not too much, so you get the Supreme just so they can see the box logo and they know it's no regular Air Force Ones. But these do actually not resell for that much. They were surprisingly not as big as they were supposed to be. They do have, like, I believe, like a $300, $400 resale value, and the actual, you know, you can go to the store in Canada. Well, I had a little bit of a stall there. I was like in Canada, and you can actually cop them for, like, I believe it was like $120 over here. I know in the States only like 90 bones to get some G Fazos, but over here, guys, it's about 120, guys. So I hope you like that whole little video. I'm gonna be coming out with a lot more like those. It's just really, really fun to do, to think of like a vehicle that matches a shoe, because when you think about it, it goes hand in hand. You want to have a nice whip and you want to put up with a clean fit, and more love and life and prosperity to everybody out there. Get your money, get your bread up and everything like that too. That's what I'm trying to do, and that's what everybody should be trying to do, guys. But like, comment, subscribe, hit me up on Instagram at PTWowBob, and I love y'all. Take care, yo.